Own a restaurant? This next insurance tip could be a game changer for your operation. Buy employment practices liability insurance. We on the agency side find it to be one of the most difficult coverages to sell. And the typical objection is, but I'm a fair, honest, and good business owner. I always love to tell a story about someone who is exactly that, who operates a restaurant that I frequent. He had an employee who did not have a vehicle, and that employee would ride the bus. So when he'd cut her between lunch and dinner service for a few hours, she eventually asked, "Can I just sit at a table in the back and read a book or listen to some music?" And he said, "Sure, I understand. You don't have time to go all the way home on public transportation. I think that sounds good." Well, several months later came the lawsuit from one of the big law firms that we all know all over the country, because size matters, right? And they alleged that this woman was working the whole time, even when she was formally cut from duties between lunch and dinner service, because she never left the premises. The case was eventually settled and dismissed. However, this gentleman, this restaurant owner, spent nearly $20,000 on legal fees, which may not sound like a ton, but that's just legal fees to get this woman to drop the suit after it was dismissed from local court and then refiled in federal court by the Size Matters law firm. So keep in mind, things like employment practices liability and other lines of professional liability protect you against allegations. In fact, if you have willingly broken the law, coverage will not be triggered. You will not be covered, but you will be provided legal defense and even indemnification or a payout for a settlement if somebody alleges something and you either made a true honest mistake in most cases or it's just an allegation.